Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm ExxotikGaming. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Over the past few months, I've been showing you all an offline game made by some random person in China that's like Modern Warfare 2 or like Warzone Mobile. This game has some of the best graphics I have ever seen in a mobile game. It is absolutely ridiculous how far this guy has progressed in developing this game. And yeah, I've just been showing you all some gameplay from this, showing you all some of the stuff that this guy has been posting on his YouTube channel. And yeah, I hope he continues developing because this game is really freaking cool. We're back on his YouTube channel once again. This guy's name is DY Visual Media. You should probably give him a subscribe because, I mean, dude, he's creating one of the coolest freaking mobile games right now. And yeah, he deserves your support. But I wanted to show you all some of the newer videos that he has been posting on his channel that I think you might be interested in. So yeah, to start, this guy has been working on some updated executions. Kevin Durant executions. And it's like, he's added a basketball as an execution in this game. And just look at these graphics. It is ridiculous. The basketball explodes. It's like, how? How is this a mobile game? I don't freaking get it, man. I don't even know. Look, I mean, the character model is really freaking cool. And I'm not exactly sure what he's doing here. He looks like he's experimenting with lots of different video editing, but interesting. I mean, it's pretty freaking cool, right? It's like, what the heck was that? He's spinning the basketball around, just minding his own business. The guy is just watching him, and then he just smacks his head into the basketball. Dude, imagine if Warzone Mobile had this. I have no doubt in my mind that Warzone Mobile will eventually get to this point. It's entirely possible, but like, let's go see. Yo, look at that. That's just insane. That is ridiculous. And take a look at the gun models, the other stuff like that. This is literally what the game looks like if you download it yourself. I'm not going to explain how to download it in this video because YouTube does not like that at all. Have had some recent issues in some of my past videos with that. But if you want to know how to download this game, I'm going to have all the info on my Twitter. So my Twitter is @ExxotikGaming if you guys would like. And it's interesting that he's finally actually showing us what the whole basketball is about because, yeah, we've seen the basketball in the past and we didn't really know what it was about. Here's another thing. The X12, which is a Glock that he has added into the game. Just look at these inspections. I mean, it looks fantastic. You can't deny it. Now, I know this is one of those games that's going to be very, very intensive on any type of device. So you're looking at this gameplay right here. If it ever becomes more widely publicly available, don't expect it to run very well on your device at all. Is this all he's doing right now? Oh, he's testing out different guns. I mean, dude, if Warzone Mobile can get to this point, that would be fantastic. And then, you know, obviously they don't compromise with other stuff like that. So he's going to fast forward a little bit more. Honestly, and the blood stains on the wall look really good as well, even down to that detail. The hit markers are really nice. Very reminiscent of Warzone. And is he going to reload or do anything else? Oh, you can actually do it in full auto. It's cool. It's cool. Really, no complaints here at all. You guys get that, though. And let's go fast forward to a different thingy over here. This is pretty cool. This is another new thing that he posted literally like a day ago. He has added a Desert Eagle into the game. A golden Desert Eagle. Look at how nice that looks. Look at the level of detail in the weapon model. Now, I don't know, as I said, if this weapon model is just something that you can download off of the Unreal Engine store, because this guy is creating this in Unreal Engine. It's entirely possible, but I have a feeling that this guy is actually creating these himself, which would be very impressive. I mean, this is somebody that Activision should be hiring, you know, for weapon skins. Just for a nice, clean, golden weapon skin. That is something that I think a lot of people would want. Look at that. He's literally showing us with his whole weapon creation program how much detail there is in the weapon model. That literally almost looks realistic. That is so realistic to the point where this video might literally get demonetized because YouTube might think it's a real weapon. That is how realistic that is. And if that actually happens, you don't see any ads on this video, then you know that this guy's done a really freaking cool job. Oh, look at this. Green. Now, this is where he's catering more toward China, because Chinese games don't like to have red blood for whatever reason. I don't know if you guys remembered that from back in the day when they changed that for PUBG in China. That was the whole reason why Game for Peace came out. But Looks like he's doing that, so, you know, he's probably uploaded that to Chinese YouTube or whatever. What is he doing right here? Oh, yeah, here's him testing out some other stuff. Look at this. He's finally added different characters. That's neat. Look at this. I told you in my past videos, when we've looked at earlier versions of this game, it didn't have any of this stuff. It was not working yet. And over time, he's adding more and more things to it. And it's eventually going to probably become a pretty complete offline game like Modern Warfare, like Warzone. Is he going to fast forward? This is neat. This is neat too. We saw this in my last video. When you click play, your character just looks around, realizes it's time to go, then he just walks away from the screen. And then there you go. The match has begun. The character models are unbelievably realistic. For a mobile game, that is absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever seen a mobile game with characters that look that realistic. That is awesome. And yeah, I think all he's doing is he's just testing out a bunch of really freaking cool executions and stuff like that, which I really hope Warzone Mobile will have. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Warzone does have some pretty cool executions, but nothing like some of the ones that we're seeing right here. In time, it's going to happen. Look at that. It's brutal, and it's awesome. It's freaking cool, man. Now, here's another thing that we've seen in a past video, but I wanted to show it to you all just because I think it's worth showing once again. In case you didn't see my last video, this is the level of detail that's possible for mobile gaming in the future, and specifically first-person shooters like this in the future. You could have some sort of game in the future where one of the maps is a beach, a deserted island, or something like this, and this is the level of graphics that we might see. Now, as I said in my last video, this could be a map that you just download off of the Unreal Engine store, and that's it. You know, you just pay like 20 bucks or whatever, and then you get this map. Nothing that special. Could have been made by somebody else. But somebody did make it, they did release it, and it is possible on some of the highest-end gaming phones right now. Like, you literally can run this on some of the highest-end gaming phones, like the Asus ROG phones, the Nubia Red Magic phones, and stuff like that. So it's entirely possible, and this is probably what the future will be like for mobile gaming. So buckle up. It's going to be pretty freaking cool. Look at the underwater. Look at the level of detail in the water and everything like that. Oh, look at this. It's sunset. We didn't actually look at this in my last video. We didn't get to this point. I wish we did. That's cool. That really is. It looks beautiful. Dude, I want to go on a beach vacation right now. Hey, it's getting close to summer. It's entirely possible. I want to go to the beach. Why can't I go to the beach right now? God freaking dang it. It's cool. It's awesome. And then here's the other one that he recently showcased. This is called the homemade version Tropical Rainforest, as you can see. So this one, he could have made this himself. Again, I don't know. I'm not a game developer. I don't know what maps are publicly available or not. So this also could be something that he just downloaded. But since he says homemade in his video title, I'm leaning to believe that he might have actually created this himself. And he never made this version publicly available. You can't play this version of it in this map. And I think the reason is because since he made it himself, it was way too intensive for most phones. So it's just, you literally can't. That looks awesome, though. I mean, this is ridiculously good looking. I mean, I would love to see this in, like, Undawn, for instance. A game like that, this level of detail, would be so, so, so nice. And even going back a couple of months, there are some really, really good videos on his channel. For instance, this one right here, where he's showcasing his shotgun, which I've never really actually showed too much in my videos. It just looks really well made. Everything down to the inspection, the reload animations, everything looks very nice, crisp, and smooth. Nothing looks weird and janky like some other games that we might regularly play. The little muzzle flash when you're shooting the shotgun looks good as well. And I would just love to see a full proper game with stuff like this. This is where I tell, like, future inspiring game developers that, you know, you literally can get a lot of these assets on Unity and Unreal Engine. At least the weapon assets and other stuff like that. You can't, obviously, don't copy Activision's property like this guy is doing, which, I don't support something like this. This is not good to literally copy what Activision has. But there's a lot of really good assets that you can already just use, just licensed out from Unity and Unreal Engine. And you can create a really good looking game just with stuff that's already there. It's not that hard to create a first-person shooter game or a third-person shooter game or anything like that. There's even maps that are available, as we've seen. And as long as you can make it somewhat optimized with the engine that you're using, then, who's to say that you couldn't just release it out there on the Google Play Store or the App Store and just see what the heck happens? You never know. Some people might download it. You might actually earn some money from that game, and then you can use that money to pay for special courses in the future and just get better at game development, That's personally what I would do. If I was to ever create a video game, since I know nothing about it, I would get one of those game development programs. I would use the assets that are already available for me, create a very rudimentary game, either a first-person or a third-person shooter. Who really knows? I'd make it offline just because people like to download offline games just, if they don't have any internet. And the expectations are a bit lower for offline games than online games. Online games, you're trying to compete with games like PUBG, Call of Duty, all these other really, really high-end games. And offline games, it's a bit easier to compete with the ones that are already out there. So that's what I would do. And maybe that's something you guys would do. I have no intention of ever creating my own video game myself, but maybe this will inspire some people to do that themselves. But yeah, honestly, there's not really too much else to show you all. I've just looked at some of the different videos that this guy has posted on his channel. And again, as I said, I don't support what this guy is doing, making a game that literally takes some of the stuff that Activision rightfully owns. But it is a fan-made game, and he has it on his YouTube channel. And if it's something that we can watch publicly, that's anybody can see, we're going to take a look at it because it's pretty freaking cool, and it just shows what capabilities mobile gaming has right now in mid-2023. I'd love to take a look at this game in a couple of years if this guy continues to develop on it and see how much it's progressed. I don't really know. But yeah, hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe for more videos on this game, as well as many other different games, including regular Warzone Mobile, so many other different first-person, third-person shooters, and other mobile gaming content. I'm going to start to expand to pretty much every mobile genre ever, because I'm literally called ExxotikGaming. So stay tuned for that. You might see some videos on like racing games and other games that are not just shooting games. But yeah, that's the future for right now. Hope you all did enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode.